Hello everyone, and welcome to week 3 of the compressed online course development program for those of you developing the provincially funded online courses. Each week you'll get an email from me with one of these videos just recapping what you should be working on in the online site, as well as what's coming up in our group sessions, as well as some interesting articles or things to consider while you're going through the development process. So last week in our online work before reading week, you were developing your online assessments and thinking about learning activities. Starting up this week, we're looking at laying out your course units and modules. So here we are in our shared shell that we're all in. As you can see, week 3 is now available. So you have part A and part B, just like last time, so laying out the course units and then writing your course modules. We'll pop into those, but first I'd like to draw your attention. We have this wiki here. So if you were in the group session, you remember that we started talking about learning-centered design, and I said that you'd have an opportunity to add some of your own comments to a wiki. So what I'd ask is you take a look at this document first. So this outlines the difference between teacher-centered versus learning-centered. So take a look at this. And then when you enter the wiki, so again, you guys are in as students. You'll see here that there are 4 pages. So one for the function of content, one for the process and purpose of evaluation, one for responsibility of learning, and one for role of the teacher, which we discussed in our group session. And I asked you to go in and add your own thoughts. So here's a little preamble about what the function of content is, for example, and then what are you doing in your classroom to already get students doing this, and what could this look like online. So when you're ready, all you do is edit wiki content right here. Here we go. And I just have my screen zoomed in a little bit. And then you just go ahead and you just start typing. So for each one of the 4, I have example statements, and I ask that you put your initials at the end. If you have any questions about how to participate in this wiki, please let me know. But again, you're in as students, so it's a nice way to see exactly what they see. So again, to move between the pages, over here, you see there's function of content. That's the one you'll come in on. Then there's the processes and purpose of evaluation here, responsibility for learning, and then the role of the teacher. So that's how you participate in the wiki. So back to what you're doing this week. So each week is laid out the same way. So you have your workbook, work that you are to do, and there's also tips and tricks and different things to consider in development of your online course per week. So that's part A, and then part B, because you guys are doing this in a compressed format. Okay? So again, just remember you need to go into that learning-centered environment and take a look at the wiki. I'm also going to attach to this email an interesting article to get you thinking about online learning. So at this point in your development, you're just starting off conceptualizing what it could look like, unless of course your course is already run online, but that's only the case for one of our courses of the 5. So this article is 9 best practices for teaching online, quick guide for online faculty, especially new online. So here's what the article will look like, and they're just good practical tips. And it is a longer article, so I've split into 2. So I'll send out the first 5 this week, and then next week I'll send out the next 4. So a little thing to look forward to for you to take a look at. For our group sessions, of course, we're on Wednesday from 2 to 4 in M248, so the same room. So we have Gordon for the first half hour. So he's going to talk about how to create an assignment within Blackboard. Because if you think back to those charts that I pulled up our first day together, no one had done that. And no one had done that in a way that was successful. So I think that's very important to get right away. And then, so he's going to do that for half an hour, and then I'm going to be talking about online assignment design. So how is it different when you design an assignment for online versus face-to-face? What additional supports will your students need? Why would you choose different types of assignments? Is it going to be more traditional, a document that they upload to you, or you're going to have them participate in journals, blogs, wikis, or discussions? Why choose one over the other? So that's what we're going to be doing together on Wednesday. If you have any questions or concerns or any issues with that wiki, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you on Wednesday.